Hello and welcome back to Boy to Boy. Today we're going to be doing a review on the A6 9220 from the year 2016. So the CPU is a dual core with no hyperthreading running at 2.5 GHz with an AMD R4 as its GPU. The specs we will be testing with is the AMD A6, 4GB DDR4 clocked to 2400 and 128GB SSD. So in CSGO, the settings we ran were shadows on low, model details on low, 2x MSAA, texture filtering on bilinear, and texture streaming on. So in CSGO at 1366 by 768, we'd an average of 13 FPS and 1% lows of 6 FPS. This is abysmal. It isn't even playable. Overall, I'll give this game a score of a 2 out of 10. At least at launch, that's really the only good thing I say about it. Maybe if you were playing on a map which was entirely tunnels, with no open sight lines, maybe it would run better, but testing on Dust 2 it just didn't run well. So in Half-Life 2, the settings we were running is model detail on medium, texture detail on medium, shader detail on high, water detail on reflect world, shadow detail on low, anti-aliasing at 2x MSAA, and filtering mode on 4x anisotropic. So, at 1366 by 768, we'd an average of 50 FPS and 1% lows of 32 FPS. This is great. Like, really good. This is easily playable. I would enjoy this. So, overall, I'll give this game a score of a 7 out of 10. It ran really well, no real stuttering. The 1% lows are very close to the 30 FPS border, but it's fine. So for Terraria, I couldn't really find any settings, but at 1366 by 768, we'd an average of 55 FPS, and it wouldn't really let me calculate 1% lows properly. I don't know why. So, I'll give this game a score of a 6 out of 10. It ran fine. I wish I could have calculated the 1% lows. Yeah, that's it. So, for Hearts of Iron 4, the settings we ran were the multi-sample rate at 4, texture quality at medium, all visual effects on, and on speed 4. So, at 1366 by 768, we'd an average of 8 FPS. This isn't even playable. So overall, I'll give this game a score of 2 out of 10. Now, I couldn't calculate 1% lows again for some reason, but back to the game itself, it ran really slow. It took me like 10 minutes to get halfway through February. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend playing this game. So, for Hat and Times, the settings we ran, well, we just ran it at the performance preset. So, at 1366 by 768, we'd an average of 13 FPS and 1% lows of 2 FPS. This again is really unplayable. Like, I missed a lot of jumps. Overall, again, I'll give this game a score of 2 out of 10. It didn't run very well. Unlike Counter-Strike and Hawaii 4, it's very hard to play when you've no frames per second. And yeah, as I said, I missed a lot of jumps. Now for the Blender benchmark. In Monster, I got a 4.036020. In Junk Shop, I got an 0.227647. And in Classroom, I got a 1.807369. Now, in Cinebench R23, I got a single core score of 273, a multi-core score of 352, and an MP ratio of 1.29 times. So, before you leave, I want to say a few things. First of all, thanks for watching. Second of all, I couldn't run anything at 1080p because my laptop wouldn't let me, and at the time I didn't have a monitor available to run it at that, so yeah. And third of all, if you really did enjoy this content, please state anything you liked or any criticisms in the comments below, as I am trying to learn. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, Schlongerfall.